Playing with Fire, original short story by Sebastian Iturralde. Facing the cauldron filled with a bubbling liquid, waving her arms while she casts the spell, Elle prepared to potion an apple. "Mwah!" exclaimed the witch as she dipped the fruit into the boiling liquid. "With this, I'll get my revenge." Elle pulled the apple out of the cauldron and stared at it. All her years of hard work were finally bearing fruit. "You thought I would forget what you did to me," Elle thought, when she heard her son opening the door. "Mom," said Corby, "can you stop screwing around?" "This is different," she said smoothly. "I am preparing a present." "Anyway," said Corby, rolling his eyes, "I was just going to tell you that I'm about to leave." "I imagined you would," said Elle. "Why don't you take this gift for the princess?" "Another one of your useless curses. Seriously." "I'm a different person now, my son," Elle said. "Okay," Corvid said, taking the glowing bright red apple. "Well, Mom, I'll see you later." Elle smiled. "I hope so." "You're really weird today," Corvid said before leaving the house. And so Corvid took a path through the forest to reach Molly's castle, the princess, Sally's daughter. Little did Corby know his mother and the queen used to be partners of the king. Sure, before the marriage left Elle out of the game. Worse still, Corvid was unable to imagine that his mother had planned her revenge for such a long time, and Elle looked forward for the return of his son. But he never came back. The next day, after spending a sleepless night, Elle went out to find an answer. The road was long and painful. Her mind created thousands of scenarios. However, upon reaching the village, she discovered that Corvid did not make it to the party. Elle ran back to her house. This time she took the path through the forest. Despite the bright sunlight, there was a damp chill in the darkness of shadows. The huge trees had never looked so dark. Elle paid little attention to the signs and ran, desperately looking for her son, but she couldn't find a trace of him. On the verge of losing hope, crying over the dry leaves, she heard a particular sound. This was the first time she heard something like it. However, it was very much like the growl of an animal. "I was expecting you," said the dark voice from the shadows. "It took you long enough." "Who are you?" asked Elle, as she got up. "Can you recognize your own son?" Elle saw the creature's glowing eyes. Then the beast emerged from the shadows and landed on top of the witch. She felt the claws piercing her skin. People still talk about the creature living in that forest, the monster product of revenge.